people.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Motherhood Sex Man 1 in the motherfucking building.
Thank you as well as always for hosting.
Oh my God. I mean,
this queen is the shit.
I try. Yes, Lord knows. And I think really purpose makes me feel better. Like seriously. Like anytime I have something that I'm like, wait a minute, I can't lay around and do, whatever and just be whatever. No, I gotta get up. I got shit to do. I gotta cook. I gotta go take care of the kids. I gotta go be somebody's mama. Bless you. That, you know what I mean? We gotta do that. So yes, stop being nosy. Anyway, yes. So, you know what I mean? Purpose. So when I'm feeling sick, it's like, okay, yes. You know what I mean? Now, of course, I'm going to follow up and take my ass to the doctor. Because, yes, even though in these COVID times, I'm not going to just play with my health. I'm 48 years old. I cannot play with my health. And I want to be here for my from the grandchildren to be getting on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? So I damn sure am going to go to the doctor. You know what I mean? But,
excuse me.
It absolutely, doing stuff gives me purpose. So, you know what I mean? Getting to this, you know what I mean? Making sure that, you know what I mean, we keep this going is part of my purpose. I love it.
Right. Mm-hmm. I love that. And I love to be purpose driven too. I think that's why, again, motherhood is just such a blessing. And even on the worst days where I feel like inundated or I feel like my patience is wearing thin with my children, still, the thought still remains on how fortunate we are to be able to do this. And cheers to our children.
Word.
I love our children, and I love yours too.
Oh man, I love yours too.
Thank you. I know. And I think that there's a bright future for our children. I'm speaking specifically for ours because that's who we affiliate with, right? And I'm sure that the same can be said for you guys as well. You see qualities in your children. We're like, dang, dead ass, they're better than me. I told my daughter, I was like, you better than me and your dad and your mom, actually, because I'm actually the bonus mom for her. But she's my kid too, and because she said something like, hey, she was saying something very admiring, right? And I was like, well, you can do the same thing. And when she kind of had like a hesitation, it's like, no, wait, cut that shit out.
You're right. Because
they are indeed so much better than us.
Right.
Little Kai, Anaya, I could see her running a whole empire.
Oh my God. No, because when I walk with that child in the streets, the way she behaves, I ask her, I'll be like, yo, what VH1 camera is paying you? I'm trying to understand. There's some VH1 camera. Mona, if you owe me some money, bitch.
Pay this lady.
No, because she be acting like, and it's like sometimes the dramatics that she put on, I'll be like,
no, she don't get that from you though. She must get it from somewhere else.
And it's just like, oh hell yeah. So yes.
Or do she get it from you? I
think so. I think like it's just me plus it's just a little bit of Africa, just a little bit of you know what I mean? Just boss, just all that in her head, and she's only 5. And literally, it's just like sometimes I'll be looking at her like, listen,
she's a boss.
Until I can get to your direct deposit, I'm gonna need you to humble yourself. No, because your direct deposit, you talk big, like your shit is in the millions. This is 6 figures. But until I see it, I'm gonna need you to humble yourself. I'm gonna need you to humble yourself.
She's so funny. Like she said something like, what did she say? She said, I was going to come to me, but she said something that had me stopping in my tracks. Like, wait, what? And it was nothing inappropriate. Of course not. It was just very, adult-like. It was very opinionated. And it was like, wait, you only 5, though. And my little 5-year-old, there's a difference as well, because Sela, she's bright as well, right? But she's more like baby bright, you know what I mean? She's bright, but there's certain things that I just keep it from her. But I think that's just, You know, but it's just so funny to see the dynamic, and it reminded me so much of Kai in a lot of ways. Like, that's awesome. And again, I feel like we should big up each other. We should tell each other that we're doing a great job, because you are doing a great job.
You are as well. We are keeping up in these times, in these new times. Yeah. In these new historic times,
it's a whole
we are
world.
Keeping up somehow. And child, yes. And, you know, your children are a reflection of you.
Right.
They most certainly reflect you, you know what I mean? And they also reflect everybody else in the house. And I feel Anaya, her reflection is seriously everybody in the house. But not so much a goddess, because a goddess is very, you know, introverted. She'll keep it quiet.
Don't be offended, but I think she's my favorite of your children, because she knows her place, and I just respect that. I'm sorry that I do, but I do, and I love and she was so concerned, right? Because they had a little sleepover with the girls, and I just saw her just on her sister, not in no negative way, but she was just looking like, don't embarrass me here, don't embarrass. That was kind of that attitude, and I was like, dang, okay, grown ass woman. And I said, honey, don't worry, go chill with the girls. I got her. I'll chill with her and the little one, or they'll just play with themselves. Just forget about her, because it was just it was so dope, and we gotta do it again, dude. Oh my God. I thought they was gonna drive me nuts, honestly, having all these motherfuckers.
I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. Because
we had some hills and valleys, though. There was a little spike. It was very cool.
Wow.
And I think we've established a genuine friendship amongst our daughters, and I think that's really dope to watch. So I just want to, that's dope.
And it's good too for a goddess to hang with, you know, kids her age. I mean, this whole Corona has taken out, you know, kids hanging out.
Social anything.
You know what I mean? Completely taking it out of the fucking pocket. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, for her to hang out with somebody other than somebody on a fucking computer screen. You know what I'm saying?
Or her little sis.
You know what I mean? Or her little sister. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's different. You know what I mean? So she was able to vibe that way. And of course, she kept rules of, y'all.
Perfect.
Check this
behavior. It was kind of scary.
If you know that there's a whole lot of people that'll be snitching on you, it won't be just you, cause honestly, Anaya is the snitch of the house. Anaya, anytime a goddess is doing something wrong, and 9 times out of 10 we find out because Anaya is snitching. And trust and believe, I'm sure a goddess looked at her and said, oh yeah, bitch, there's a couple of people in here that'll snitch on you real big if you lose your mind.
I remember what she said.
I'm just saying, just that.
I remember what she said. She started
fuck around and get beside yourself. Find out.
So
go ahead.
She started crying, like someone was like messing with her. And I was like, honey, what's going on? What's all this crying? She goes, I don't like how they're talking to me. I was like, okay, that's kind, but not the crying part. Just I don't like how they're talking to me. But when she was saying that, she stopped crying, of course. I don't like how they're talking to me. I was like, damn, ain't that some grown shit to say? And then you know what? You had to, at those times, I was like, all right, cool. Well, tell them not to be talking to you like that. Basically. What's up? You know what I mean? Like, it's that simple. And I think kids keep it very simple.
Clearly, you know the line. You drew the line. So draw the motherfucking line. The fuck? You know how to talk.
That was very impressive, actually. It showed great, she's down for herself. She's like, nah, I'm cool. I'm queen, you know? Love that. We learn so much from our children, and I think we talk a lot about sex and weed, and we don't talk enough about how dope it is being a mother. Like being the word even is taboo in itself. You would say sex and drug, or sorry, not drugs, but weed or herb or marijuana would be taboo, right? In society. Motherhood also. You know what I've noticed, especially in terms of like customer service and sales, you can't talk about family with everybody because not everybody feels that. Not everybody has the sentiment of either being a mother or perhaps consider somebody who wants that very bad.
Or is connected with anybody like that. You know what I mean? It's sad to say that there are people walking around that have no connection to people. They have that allow themselves to not have any connections to people. So You know, they won't understand the dynamic of motherhood. But baby, it's a new dynamic. It's a whole cap that you put on your head when you're ready. And even if you're not ready, you put it on and you work with it. You know what I mean? You don't put it on and wear that shit for fashion.
No.
That shit ain't fashion. That shit ain't
fashion, baby.
That shit ain't an accessory. That shit is something that shit is like a tack.
Yeah.
For real. It's forever.
It's forever.
It's forever.
And it's so like I've had excruciating moments of just like fear, like, dang, what the fuck do I do in this case? Yeah, that's real. But then the blessings that come with it are just remarkable. And so I didn't even know that I could have kids when I was like, excuse me, when I was in a relationship with a woman for about 4 years, and I always, during that relationship, I felt the desire to have children, actually, but we didn't quite know how to go about it because I wasn't paying for fertile insemination, and she wasn't okay with somebody knocking me up for free.
Right.
So then the question was, that yearning desire that I have, I'm only talking about myself because nobody may relate to this, but like, I have this yearning desire, like, hey, what if I wanted to have a kid though? Like, what if you wanted to have a kid though? Right? So anywho, in this relationship, there was some of that, and it was very sensitive, and we didn't talk about kids. We talked about kids sometimes, but we didn't talk about them all the time because realistically, at the end of the day, it was like, all right, then what? Right. So we did what any other couple would do, particularly a lesbian couple. Don't hate me for this, but we got a dog. We got a couple of dogs, actually. And we tried to, in our own way, create a dynamic where we could nurture something other than each other. And I just reflect back on all of my relationships that I've had, actually. And I just, at times, it's like you feel like, damn, you know, if you could change something, excuse me, but I can't say I would, honestly. Having my babies is the most amazing thing that ever happened to me. And if she couldn't give it to me in that way, or, you know, it couldn't happen where we could have adopted and I could have felt that way, you know, I don't know, but I regret nothing, and I don't regret the pain either. Absolutely. Because I was broken up when she broke up with me, to be honest with you. And it led me down a spiral where I was like, all right, well, I wasn't getting dick for 4 years. So now I'm going to start getting dick. And I did not stop, you know what I mean? And I just was like, okay. Then I was she and I both, we were putting holds on ourselves, holds on our life. And I think also I was battling with the fact that my family wasn't cool with it. Like, I lied to my mom, like, for through the whole thing. I didn't tell my mom about us until we broke up. How sad is that shit? I was so disrespectful that way, and I regret that. See, I regret doing shit like that. But my mom and I talked about it. I apologized. I said my piece. And she's grateful that I have what I have. You know, I have my children. I have a family. Now, is my family, you know, family, dude, I'm going through a lot right now. Let's just say that. But what I gotta say is that at the end of the day, I never regret getting my hustle on, and I never regret taking care of my babies. And so if that helps anybody out there going through whatever, baby, woman or queen, sister, please take that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to judge people either. Like, for instance, there was a time where I could not take care of my daughter. It was like you go from like wanting a kid so bad, and then all of a sudden, like, you can't fucking take care of this thing, and you feel like a fucking failure. If you're feeling like that, please don't feel like that, mama. Like, we deserve grace. And if you need help, like, don't be afraid. Because I had to ask my sister for help, and we wasn't even cool. Like, I had to, like, be like, hey, can you take my daughter? Like, take her, I'll get my shit together. So, anywho, I just want to say I'm very grateful for life's blessings and life's teachings as well. And I didn't mean to get so sentimental, but it's that's all good.
Because, I mean, when my oldest child, Africa, was younger, shoot, My mother and my sister were one of the main people that helped me on a regular basis as far as taking care of her for the weekends. You know what I'm saying? Picking her up from daycare. You know what I'm saying? If I had to like go on interviews and stuff like that, like they would, you know what I mean? They would braid her hair, because to this day I don't know how to braid hair. Like, you know what I mean? Not like, I mean, I braid my dreads all the time, but other than that, if it was, you know what I mean, but if I had to actually do like fucking extensions and all, I couldn't do none of that shit. Like, I had to get somebody to do it for me. You know what I mean? So when they say it takes a village, that's the kind of village I think about. I think about, you know what I mean, people that you enlist in your situation to help you out. You know what I mean? The person that, you know, helps you, you know, picks your child up from daycare, you know, because you get home a little later than daycare closed, or daycare happen to charge some exorbitant ass after hour fee, because they damn sure do that. You know what I mean? So I
mean, I understand. Yeah, I get it, but it's expensive.
So anything or anybody that's in your fucking circle that helps your circle keep moving,
fam.
That's fam. That's
and it's expected to. Man, we look out for each other, yo.
Like,
I would do the same thing for my sister. She was living in her car and she had like a excuse me, a 1-year-old baby. Like, yeah, that happened, and it was a very sacred time because it taught me something. And I'll never forget it. And I'll never stop going towards my goals as a result of that. So that's power. So I think when we can turn our pain into power, into something that's beautiful, enlightening, and comes from the heart, I think you're winning, yo.
Word.
And that's why there's a smile on my face. All of those shit is crumbling down. You know, could be. Perspective, right? But if you don't have a solution, like, why complain about it?
I mean, in certain aspects, certain things got to break in order to be to reborn again. You know what I'm saying? In order to renew again, in order to evolve. You know what I mean? Certain things got to be broken off. Certain, you know what I'm saying? Certain truths got to be revealed. Certain fuck shit got to come out. Certain fuck shit come out, and there's no turning back. There's no, oh, I could just, you know, act like I ain't see this, or act like you didn't do this, or act like you didn't. No.
That's crazy.
We are moving forward.
We're moving forward. Onward and forward is the
moving forward.
Yes. Forward.
All motherfucking day. But yes, as we sit here and talk about this, we are in the midst of, you know, getting all this merch going. Yes, we got merch going, and
buy merch.
And you must definitely check this merch out. Yes, because we're selling the merch in order to donate to charities every month. For the month of October, we're donating to breast cancer awareness. Next month, we'll pick something else. We definitely want your suggestions, and all you got to do is, you know, support. I mean,
shout out to Alicia. Can we make sure that, I don't know, can we make sure that somehow she benefits off of this too?
Yeah, we absolutely
that would be dope.
We absolutely
really
want
like that.
You know, use some of our proceeds to benefit her, and because she's actually going through it. So she would be one of our real people that's actually, you know, dealing with breast cancer, and, you know, and is currently fighting with breast cancer, and we would want to, you know, give her something that would especially be from us to her, as not only thanking her for being part of the team, but also for just, you know,
and this ain't no gimmick shit, because this is from the spirit.
A strong woman, just being a strong woman in this time, in this space, dealing with such things, and still trying to move, still trying to date, still, you know what I'm saying, still smoking her weed because that's part of her life. Like,
and I thought to myself, like, what would much. So inspired by your story. Real shit. No gimmicks.
I mean, we were shocked we were shocked, and we were just like, because we, of course, as women, grown women, we understand, you know, there's certain things you share in public, there's certain things you share, you know what I'm saying, within family, you know what I'm saying, or with, you know, with other people, or,
you know what I learned?
And when she shared her story, it was just like
real shit.
It was just like, whoa, she blessed us with something that gave us real, like it gave us realness to the whole. I mean, if we never ever felt any realness as far as breast cancer awareness, like that was realness right there, and it was just like that. You know, that's something that we wanted to continue to support her. We wanted to make sure, because we wanted to make her feel like, no, don't feel like it's returning, or, you know, this is not how you're gonna go down. You're a fighter. You're a woman. You're a queen. You're gonna always reign over this.
That's right.
Fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer. And fuck those that created it too. Real shit, man. Y'all fucked up, yo. Now, as far as like what I learned from Alicia's story, Queen, and she had revealed that one of her breasts was removed. I'm pretty confident, but I was very self-conscious about my gut, my stomach and shit, right? Then I'm thinking, like, why the fuck am I tripping over my fucking gut that I'm actually responsible for? When this woman lost a piece of her. Like, fuck that shit, you know what I mean? And that's what that taught me. And that's, I think, what we need to do when it comes to situations like that. Like, learn from it. Like, how do we learn from it? It's not the fact that she's going through it, but as succeeding at best to live a luxurious and beautiful life for her and her children, which is what motherhood is about. Being that. She's about that. And we about that too.
And I discovered that literally by checking out one of her 11 books, that one of her 11 books actually has a book cover of her with her missing breasts. And it's like, and you know what I mean?
I saw it.
So it's just like, yo, this woman is in the forefront. She is definitely, you know, about this life, not only for herself, but also to show other people, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, think about it. Look, your breast is part of your body. So if it was all of a sudden gone, you trying to tell me you wouldn't feel some kind of way? And then she discussed, you know, dating. You know, it's just like that's something. That's another thing to impress.
Can be shallow,
and people can be total assholes.
But she's gonna attract the real ones. She's gonna attract the real ones that see her.
Exactly.
And that's what's up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I love it. I feel like so inspired by so many dope ass women as well, and men as well. So it's just and in even animals. I don't know. There's just like so much going on. This is some good ass shit. I've been in a little drought. You know what I'm saying? I went a couple hours without some weed, a couple days it feels, but no, it was a couple hours, and I don't know. Let's just say I love the ganja, and it's good to me.
Oh my God.
It is good to me. This is a beautiful hat, by the way. This is one of our snapbacks. Yes, snapbacks indeed. So, please place your orders. Simply DM Motherhood Sex Marijuana. Mm-hmm. Kai actually monitors that mostly for us. Camille also will have access to it for the sake of this as well, and promoting the brand because she is part of the team as well. Shout out Camille. I love you. We love you. As well. So please buy your merch. This is actually good quality shit. This is a dope ass logo. Come on now. Mm-hmm. You know you want to rock this shit. Come on now.
And the fact is,
this
again,
is cool.
We're not just selling this to benefit ourselves. We want to benefit our community. We want to actually give donations, actually provide these things for, you know, real people, you know what I mean? And these is something that will involve ourselves in as we grow, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So this hat right here is not this hat, because that's mine. You can't buy that one. No. See, it got my name on it and things. I decorated. You can buy yours and decorate yourself, but you can't buy mine. You can't sell it. I'm not gonna do that. You can't do that. We can't do that. But you can buy one, $35, shipping and handling, yes, because we want to know weight. Because if you live in New York, it's probably going to cost at least $7 to ship it to you. I'm just saying, we going.
I mean, come on now, check the rates. You know what it is.
You know what I mean? And the fact is, proceeds. We are going to give proceeds to breast cancer charities. We are absolutely going to give something special, something really, from us to Alicia, and we're, you know what I mean? And it's all about, women empowerment. This show is very big on women empowerment. And the fact is, we want, of all people, we want our people to be feeling supported, especially in a time when the whole world is against us. The whole world. So, yes, honey.
I love your melanin. I love your spirit and your example.
I love you too, honey. Absolutely.
I'm learning a lot about self-love, and I spit a lot of self-love. But what is really self-love? It's different for everybody. For me, it's more like, well, is my family straight? Or no, hold up. Before my family, is Rue straight? How is Rue doing, like, inside, right? And so I ask myself that sometimes, because mamas are natural givers, you're nurturers, and it's a beautiful thing. It's necessary. But I think we also have to give back to ourselves in that way. And that we're able to fully love others. We're able to fully love our partners as well. And I feel I'm calling myself on a lot of my bullshit. Like, no bullshit, all bullshit aside, you know what I mean? 'Cause why? I mean, I'm not going to lie to myself anymore.
Let me tell you, self-love, it is if you truly love yourself, don't lie to you. You ain't going to be able to lie to yourself, because your own brain fucks you. Your own brain pulls you to the side, pulls the panties to the side. You don't know KY. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Your own fucking brain is hitting you. And letting you have it. Because, you know what I'm saying? So, yes, self-love is all about telling yourself the truth. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If something is toxic around you, and it has to go, no matter how much it hurts, it has to go. You know what I'm saying? If you got to change certain things in your world, it has to be changed in order to get better. Then do it. You know what I mean? We all get low. You know what I mean? And especially when in a time where everything is just like society amongst us are getting lower and lower. I mean, it's like all you hear people talk about is because of C-19, or there's, people are around each other more. Therefore, nobody, you're getting to know each other more. So now now there's divorces and people going crazy, and people just doing all kind of extra shit just to get extra money or be seen in society still. And and you gotta, if you truly love yourself, you're telling yourself the truth. You're telling yourself the truth about what's going on with you and what's going on around you. You not bullshitting yourself. And once you recognize that level, then you can move on to other shit. You can actually fucking be a productive person in this society. Cause I mean, shit is crazy. I mean, right now, one of the main shit that had me bugging was I don't know if you know about this chick. Her name is Sukiana. Okay, so Sukiana is a rapper, and she's from Miami and shit. And apparently she got an OnlyFans video, and apparently she was sucking her man off to the point where she was throwing up on video. You know what I'm saying?
Like a live?
Like a live OnlyFans video. Okay. Whoever paid, I guess whatever the price was, $25 to join her and shit. $25, $50, I don't remember what it was. But either way. And she's sucking him off to the point where she pukes on his dick. He busts off on her face.
Okay.
And then he's asking her, okay, so what you want? And she telling him something about she want a store and some dumb shit like that. And then she apparently keeps sucking him off. And it's just like, we live in a world where now that is the entertainment, my nigga. Like, let me find out. That's entertainment. Like, not for nothing, Suki, suck your man off if that's what he needs. If he needs to bust off in your face in order to give you a store, I mean, get a couple stores. You know what I'm saying? Get a couple. Get a couple. But, bitch, that's the world we live in. That's a prime example of the world we live in now.
That's crazy.
And the fact, and I'm bringing it up because apparently motherfuckers was cussing her out about it, and now she felt, and then she started talking about that regular bitches that ain't sucking dick on OnlyFans and ain't getting a man to pay them for sucking dick. And my thing is, you don't, so
wait, what?
Yes, that was her response to people not liking her video. It was because she said, "Oh, you a regular bitch because you sitting there sucking and fucking for free." Oh, but my point is, it's not about. But it's like, wait a minute, look at the logic. Like, again, the logic of fucking 2020. That this bitch is talking about that, yes, that no, y'all mad because y'all are regular hoes and y'all are not getting paid to suck dick. And it's like, mommy, listen.
I'm trying to put my logic around that.
Apples and oranges, you feel me? Apples and fucking oranges. Cause
one of the requisites of properly performing fellatio is that you enjoy the act of.
She did not look like she enjoyed the act. So, he was ramming her in her fucking throat, according to.
I mean, I'm just saying, and I don't think a
ramming to the point that experience. She was puking, and then she's continuing to puke, and he's busting in her face, and it's like she's crying, and she's asking for a store, and it's like. I
gotta watch this. I gotta watch this. You pique my interest.
Yes, apparently the video on
and
Twitter.
I don't like to pollute my garbage.
No, I didn't actually watch the video. Let me make it clear. I didn't watch the video. I heard about the video through one of my favorite bloggers because I actually do watch a lot of bloggers on YouTube. I definitely do. And one of them just happened to be talking about this. Okay. Shout out to Lovely T. I know she don't watch my show, but I'm going to just shout her out anyway because that's where I saw it at. And she said that the actual video of Sukiana getting puking and busting on her face is on Twitter. I ain't bothered to go search it, but I feel that she's a credible source.
It might turn me on. I don't know.
She's a credible source. She damn sure is a credible source.
I'm gonna see it. I gotta see it to believe it, though.
But yes, according to her, regular bitch, you're a regular bitch because you're not getting paid to suck dick. Okay.
Wow.
No, I'm, and 2020 logic, B. 2020 logic. This is where we live it. This is where we live it. All right.
More power to you.
But girl.
More power to you. So, shit. Talking about sucking dick. I know you've been wanting to suck someone's dick for quite a while now.
I don't understand. It's making me nervous. It's making me nervous, man. I need something. He needs to come through. He understands. Let me stop.
You've expressed.
I've expressed. We've expressed. It's all about dollars and making it make sense, and that's all it's all about. You know what I mean? So a chick must masturbate, and he must too. So that's what it is until we see each other. But I mean, Lord knows it would be nice. Lord knows it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be heavenly, really. It's gonna be heavenly.
And since our kids are acquainted, I'll be taking them for that weekend. Or whatever it is.
Shit, I'm just saying, based on the goddess, we only would need it to be going tonight, because Lord knows she would be like, hold on, what? My daddy here?
Yo,
that's not cute.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I'm having fun at your house, but I gotta go because my daddy here. I gotta go. So she, she's
daddy's girl.
She's very much a daddy's girl. She's definitely would be anxious as soon as he came through the door. So, you know what I mean. So yeah.
And
Lord,
I'm just feeling very irie right now. That's
good.
For sure. I'm
That's
irie as
what's
fuck.
up.
I haven't been this high in a minute, y'all.
That's what it's all about when we get together. We get together, we chop it up, we talk about, you know what I mean, all the shit that's going on and all the shit that we will be going on with is because, girls, you know we got more for your ass. Yes.
Certainly.
We got more. You know what I'm saying? But
you know what? I'm gonna talk about something very, very serious.
Ooh.
I feel like anybody who fucks with me has to understand that I'm polyamorous and polysexual or whatever. I'm polyamorous. And when I say something to somebody, I mean it. You know what I mean? And I am admitting that. And I'm pulling myself out there because, I mean, I feel like
being honest. It's about the fuck.
Well,
keep it 100. You know what I'm saying?
It's about connection as well.
Exactly.
Like you can't deny a connection. It is what it is. And I used to be one of those girlfriends that typically would search the phone and accuse or have, and yeah, my feelings did come out correct in a lot of ways, and I feel like feelings of my partners about me had come correct. And I just want to publicly apologize to anybody that I have offended in any way. Real shit. Because I've done a lot of just fixing inside, just calling myself on my bullshit, and also attaching it to a lot of my trauma and a lot of, things I was holding in. And it's why was I holding that in for so long? And to release it is just really blissful, really. And so if you're going through anything, if you're listening to this podcast and you're really going through shit that you cannot explain to anybody, just dig in deep and just call yourself out on your bullshit. And if it's too painful, then I don't know, you just got to get through it, because the trauma is going to come out. It's one way or another. But how does it come out? And I think a lot of it has to do with channeling. You know what I mean? And I don't have the specific vernacular to break it down for you. It's just a spiritual thing that I feel inside, where I feel either tense or I feel very unsure or fear, whatever. And I just boom, I start hustling, you know what I mean? And all I can think about is hustling and whatever it is I'm doing, whether it's a 9 to 5 or whatever. And that's why I resonate so well with my sister, and I love her so much, because I see a lot of me in her. I get it done at the end of the day. If no one's going to do it, I'm going to make sure to do it. And you've got to, because, and now I'm getting to the point where I don't even yell at my kids anymore necessarily. I'm trying not to as much, because if the house is not clean, I'll just do it. Because I'm going to do it anyway, the way that I want to. And I just might as well save myself the heartache and save them unnecessary trauma, because I think sometimes it was traumatized. Fucking clean this motherfucking house, dude.
I mean, let me tell you something. On another level of self-love is, you know what I'm saying? Keeping it 100, calling yourself out on shit, you know what I'm saying? And when you're wrong, acknowledge you're wrong and learn from that wrong. You know what I'm saying? Don't invite other people into the space or the circle that ain't got nothing to do with that wrong. You know what I mean? Accept your situation. Accept where you fucked up at. You know what I mean? Accept how your move was the wrong move. You know what I mean? Because because if you, while you sitting and learning and you're observing and paying attention and trying to figure out your situation, you're evolving and trying, and you are then moving into your next space of life, done with that lesson and cleansed of any fucking, you know what I'm saying, wrongdoing. At least you could say to yourself, I learned from that situation. I learned not to fuck up like that again. I learned not to, repeat that mistake. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I learned how to, you know what I'm saying, humbly walk out quietly and not not disturb everything, so that when I come around, I'm recognized as a different person, as a person who grew, who has changed. Like, really, you gotta. That's a lot for people to do, and some people can't. Some people can't, but you have to, and life forces you to. Your brain forces you to. Dead ass. Your own brain will make you remember when, you know what I'm saying, where you messed up at, and if you didn't learn that lesson, then in your memory, the lesson will be shown clearer to you, so that you really don't make that mistake again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's true evolvement. That right there is true fucking evolvement.
I mean, everyone's on their journey. I remember a time where I was very stagnant and I couldn't understand why. And I think, being responsible, even if you had, like, I don't know, like a dog or something, you could, like, being responsible for another life. You just have to keep things real and understand, like, how to fix things, because you want your kids to grow up and be successful and better than you, and you want them to do so much. And I think, if anything, if I can attest anything good that I do, it's because I've have that nurturing role right now. And I am absolutely in love with my children. And no one comes before them. Absolutely not. Nor a partner. You know what I mean? And I just want to encourage anybody who's going through a hard time, like, just dig in deep. Or if you need someone to shoot the shit with, just DM fucking at Motherhood Sex Marijuana. We'll fucking read your DMs and we'll respond.
DM
like,
us,
you know,
email us. I mean, shit.
Like, we talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? We absolutely don't tolerate fuck shit. No, we do not. No. Not via text message, not via email, none of that.
Like, a real issue,
but you got a real issue. You're a real person. You happen to be going through some things.
We like to be there for you.
You'd like to talk about it, whether on the show or off the show. It's not
hopefully you're okay to talk about it.
It would be cool to be on the show, because you know what I mean. Because everybody, because you never know, some other people might be going through the same thing as you. I mean, that's one of the things that I constantly discuss on this show. Every discussion we've had are things and topics that we all deal with. You know what I mean? We all deal with. So yeah, we'd love to discuss it on the show. Whatever you want to talk about. You know what I mean? But don't come to it with no fuck shit though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think we said it on our first episode. We on our 13th, 15th, 18th, we keep it going. We got a couple of episodes, but on the first episode, we said no fuckery. No fuckery. So
I've been fucking my toys a lot. I have this glass piece, speaking about masturbation. I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's this glass piece that's amazing.
Yo, there's so funny that I think either through our Motherhood Sex Marijuana page or through my regular page that I'm following somebody on Instagram. And she was like doing a little dance with the glass toy, and she was, and like as she was doing the dance, she was showing, like, she was like, oh, the reasons why a glass toy is good. One, it's easy to clean, it's safe, and it works with lubes. And then all of a sudden she does this and starts dancing off, and then you already know what she about to do. But it's like with the first, she was like, yes, this is the reason why it's good. This is why, and now I got to go play. I was like, go ahead, girl, oh hell yeah.
Don't drop it now. Hey,
I mean,
you might be able to get away with dropping it a few times, I'm sure. But I have dropped my shit. I actually had a shock rose, the black obsidian that I was absolutely in love with.
Wait a minute.
And I dropped it in the shower and it broke.
Oh, I remember that.
And you know what?
Because she was carrying it in her purse. The first thing I was tripping in, she was carrying it in her purse.
Absolutely. It had its use and it took away my trauma. I felt some of that trauma. You feel me? Like, it literally took a lot. And so I attribute that to it, and now I just have this crystal glass piece with the pretty, I don't know how wide that is, but that's like the base of it. And I love the base because I can hold on to it and it's not gonna, chances are it's not gonna just spew out. But I freaking love this thing. It's been fucking me so well. Anything else is just cream now. I'm good. Because I'm going through a lot of emotional things. There's a lot of heart. Just it's really heavy right now, and it's
a lot of hard decisions got to be made, and it is what it is.
It's just, and even like with like work and shit, there's so much going on, and I'm like, damn, I'm making these motherfuckers rich. I'm ready to make myself rich.
Right.
I'm ready to make my family very wealthy. And I will stop at nothing. And I'm going to turn my pain and my trauma into wealth and abundance. And the universe is going to help me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to give anyone that piece of, or we do, because this is a group effort. And we just want to give you that peace and that love and that spirit.
Yes, absolutely.
Man, I don't think we're talking about fucking too much, but
I mean, I don't want to really talk about it because I haven't. The fuck shit. I mean, and this, I'm kind of hoping because we in October, right? So I mean, the next thing to get over is this fuckery Halloween. We gotta. No, we gotta do this for the church.
The distribution of fructose syrup.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. We gotta do this to the children. You know what I mean? Take them to the mall and dress them and whatever. You know what I mean? But then there's my holiday that comes as Thanksgiving, and I refuse to believe that my king will not be here before Thanksgiving. Somehow, I'm thinking October might pass because it's Halloween. But, you know what I mean? He don't give a fuck about no Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I remember when he was, matter of fact, when the goddess was small, he dead ass looked at me and she was like, I don't buy her no costume. I was looking at him like, she gonna go to school. How the fuck I'm not gonna buy her a costume? Boy, so you want her to be the only one. So you want her to be ostracized amongst her little funky friends. Her little funky friends. Putting up their nose. You want that? Is that what you want? But of course he changed his mind. He had to change his mind.
Oh my goodness.
But
speaking of Halloween, like my parents are so like broke that they would dress me in Samoan clothes and be like, you're the Samoan princess.
Oh man, I would not. Shit, my mother would never do that shit. Period. My mother never fucked with that shit. Be like, what? Buy you costumes?
Good looking out, mom and dad. No, I mean my bad. Don't get offended. But like, that's what. Hey, we made it do what it do. Fuck that Halloween though.
Oh man, exactly. It's just fuck shit. It's just
whatever else spooky shit that's supposed to be going
It's just fuck shit. Like I just, you know what I mean. My grandmother and my father will call me and cuss me all the time. They're like, yo, why are you dealing with this American foolishness? Again, these children were born in America. Okay, so
yeah,
and I don't, and that's one thing. They're girls. That's 2 with emotions. 3, therefore they shouldn't be in class being ostracized because they ain't put on a little $15 little plastic something. I don't want my child feeling some kind of way. I ain't got no time for my children to be feeling some kind of way because no, we gonna do the little foolishness. Don't eat the candy unless I say it's okay. You feel me? And then, and then we move on to my next holiday, which is Thanksgiving. Like,
what do you love about that?
Because, you know why? I don't know why. It's just because back in the day, My mama never gave two fucks about no Thanksgiving. She didn't cook. Nah, there was one Thanksgiving she made, and other than that, and she was mad as hell that I actually invited my boyfriend to fucking Thanksgiving. So, but anytime I wanted Thanksgiving dinner, I would go to other people's houses, and that shit would get on my, you know what I'm saying? And it got to the point where the whole freeloader would because that's one of the main things I got called when I was a teenager. I was freeloader of weed, freeloader of food, freeloader of people's house, damn sure. And so when I told myself, like, when I got my shit, I'm gonna cook. No things. I don't give a fuck if it's just me and the child. I'm making the whole dinner.
That's what's up.
The whole dinner. Like, literally. And that's like the only day that I would actually love to cook. I'll wake up 5 in the morning, put the motherfucking turkey on. That motherfucker be cooked by 10 o'clock. By at least 10, 11 o'clock. And then while I'm making breakfast, I'm making the rest of the meal. So by the time we eat breakfast, I smoke my weed, I get nice and hungry, I go right back in the kitchen and be like, oh shit, all the food is finished. Damn! All the food finished! Get to making a plate! And I just look at other people like, I don't care when y'all eat, niggas. This ain't even about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the one day I'll sit there and pick out and have, you know what I'm saying, a plate with like 10 things. Like a big ass plate with like 10 fucking things to just sit there and eat. Because I know, like literally, that's what I look forward to. So I know for Thanksgiving, I'm going to get me some dick. I'm going to get me some dick for Thanksgiving.
Or before that, right?
Or before that, but you know what I'm saying? But at least by Thanksgiving, I'm going to get me some dick. Definitely. It's going to be some turkey. It's going to be all kind of fixings. Everything going to be freshly made. And yes, I'll cook that whole shit. Like literally, I'll wake up 5. First of all, I'm seasoning the turkey from like what? Thanksgiving's on Thursday. That turkey seasoned on Saturday. So that motherfucker's sitting in the fridge just smelling up the house through the whole week. So by the time I pull it out Wednesday morning and put it in the oven, shoot, this whole house smelled like the dinner cooked already. So what? By the time breakfast done, everything else is done. And so by the time I smoke my 2 little L's that I need to get my hunger bite in, I'm going in the kitchen like, yes.
So what are the fixins though?
Shoot, I make macaroni and cheese. I'll make cabbage. You know what I'm saying? I'll make rice and peas. I'll make, let me see. I'll definitely have some kind of sweet yams. Of course, I won't make that myself. I'll buy that from the fridge and, you know, stick that in the oven. I don't know. Chill. You know what I'm saying? I might, you know, either get a pie or make cornbread. Might not. But it all depends. But most of the time, I'll have fresh bread that I'll bake, and shoot, what else, girl? I mean, and then the stuffing. I'm always usually the one that eats the stuffing. Nobody else will be want to eat the stuffing. I'll be like, no, nigga, I cook that shit. I'm eating all this shit. So literally, and that's the whole meal, and literally, man, I look forward to Thanksgiving just to do that. Every fucking Thanksgiving, that's me in the house, and when people are come by and actually eat the food, it's like, oh, okay, well, shit, there was niggas coming. Thought it was just gonna be me. Okay, all right, well, no, because I be cooking for me, nigga. Shit, I don't be cooking for nobody else. But yes, my king, I'm pretty sure that at least by Thanksgiving, I'm gonna give me some dick. Definitely.
Okay, girl.
That's the prayer.
In terms of, I just don't celebrate holidays for a.
I mean, to me, it's not even a celebration of the holiday. It's just a celebration of me cooking a meal that I like. Like, that's the whole. Like, right. I love that meal. So I don't even give a fuck.
Right. But I think what's beautiful in that is that you're like, it's an expression of love. Because I love to cook too, and when you cook for someone, you really do love them, and it's beautiful. And I feel you. And that food is bomb as fuck, like all of that. So why not? And I understand that. Oh man, that's dope.
What, man? Listen. I mean, other than that, it's just. It's just the whole food shit, and I'm not the kind of person that'll do it like people. The tradition is you do it for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm not doing 2 turkeys in a year. I'm not eating the whole 2 turkeys in no year.
And you're certainly not fucking with that ham.
Yeah. So hell no. So we're not doing that for a whole year. So literally, I try to, and so what I'll do. Matter of fact, before fucking Halloween break in, because that's when the fucking little turkeys will be actually in the fridge. I'll get me a nice little one, cause I hate when you fucking go in there last minute and they got these fucking 30, 40 pound turkeys like you inviting 100 people to your house. I'm not inviting 100 people to my house, so I get a nice little 15, 18 pounds some shit that I know no matter what.
Some sandwiches later.
Between us 4 people, we're gonna knock that down in 3 days.
Yeah.
We're gonna definitely knock that down in 3 days.
Yeah.
So
just make sandwiches and gravy turkey for the rest of the whatever you do with it.
What? Because everybody has their favorite out of the meal. You know what I'm saying? So usually the macaroni is 9 times out of 10 that goes first. That goes first 9 times out of 10. So, but
all right, y'all. Well, I think we
yes.
What do you think? Sis?
Yeah, man. I think we definitely. This is a. You know, we always need to do this in between of us running here, running there, doing all these shows with other people. We definitely need to, you know what I mean, take a minute to just, you know, get with y'all. You know what I mean? Just chat. Just let our hair down. Just
have
talk
a one-on-one, in a sense, although there's multiples.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a beautiful thing, and we love you so much. Thank you for supporting us. Please subscribe to the channel. Please let us know how we can get better. If anything, productive, of course. Not any negative comments will just get deleted.
Indeed.
But we love you so much all for
like the show, subscribe, hit that bell, share the video, you know what I mean, leave a comment, buy the merch. And you know what I mean, support our cause, support our podcast, help us grow.
We love you. Motherhood, sex,
Motherhood, sex,
in the motherfucking
building.
Woo!
Yeah. Word, let's do it.